Yep. All right, guys, welcome back, Coach Unfiltered. I'm Coach Art with Mr. Danny, Mr. Ryan. World Cup madness is still upon us. We are watching some seriously cool matches. Give us a quick rundown. What have you seen over the last? Because that was a lot in 3 days, right?
So I first thing that I noticed, the goalies, every team that played, they're all like super locked in. They're not letting anything get past them. They're trying it's like a battle of the keepers a lot of the time, which is hilarious.
Nice. What have you seen for the last few days?
A lot of spoilers.
Right?
A lot of spoilers.
Oh my God.
Like that Cape Verde versus Uruguay match. No one saw that coming.
Mm-hmm.
So starting from the very top, right? Saturday we were calling that Netherlands was going to take down Sweden. Looks like the Orange Army hurt us because they came at Sweden with a 5-1 trouncing. There was no mistaking what they were up to.
Yeah, I don't think they were happy with me.
I don't think they were happy for that call, Danny.
They
Great
didn't like
job.
me.
We had trouble exiting the studio because the Orange Army was like, there they
Yeah.
are, get them. So you're lucky they didn't have the orange duck coming after you after that. So Orange Army had their march through Houston. The Yellow Army had the march in Houston. And looks like the Orange Army takes the win on that.
Yep.
All right, so cool way to open the weekend on a rainy Saturday. I remember that. Really cool. Curacao versus Ecuador. What'd you see out there?
I mean, all I saw that the Curacao keeper, dude, that guy didn't let anything get past him. He saved every ball he could get his hands on. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a pretty back and forth match. I do feel like Ecuador should have capitalized on some of those chances,
Right?
though.
How many shots?
Like something like 20 something, right?
27 shots at goal in the general direction.
Yep.
15 on target. 15 saves by Eloy Room. Okay, so Eloy Room became like Neo from the Matrix. He was like, no, nothing was going past him. He saved bottom, he saved top, he flew, he did double saves, direct shot, oh no, they missed, oh, second shot. He was a wall. The man was on fire.
It was a key performance for them.
It was amazing. So Curacao holds off Ecuador. Now the cool thing about it is they were trying their hardest. Ecuador really needed this win. Curacao just wanted to spoil it and say, no, all we need to do is hold them down and nothing's gonna happen. We're in this. So they're in the count somewhere. They're not eliminated yet. Mathematically, there's a chance. So it's getting really interesting.
So they could still make it to the group stage?
Yeah. You know, the other thing that I was talking to people, so it's a tiny island. It's 158,000 people.
Yep.
Very small. And the reason that they are underestimated, most people don't understand, they're a Dutch territory. Most of those guys play Eredivisie Division 1.
Okay.
So they're in Dutch League D1 or they're playing in Division 2 Dutch League.
Oh, wow.
Yes, these guys are not slouches. They are hardcore players.
Well, everyone's underestimating them because this is their first World Cup. No one's heard of them.
Yeah.
Not to mention with how small of a country that they are.
And that's the cool thing. So the cool thing is, can they make it to the knockout stages? All they have to do is somehow beat Ivory Coast. One goal gets them through.
Would that be an
That's-
even match? Like, could they actually, like...
Ivory
attack?
Coast.
Ivory Coast has put up some challenges. They went toe-to-toe with Germany,
They did.
and they held them to that very last goal.
It was 2-1, but at the same time, they held. So if Curacao brings a good plan of action, I think they can do it. So on the next one, I'm rooting for the little guys. It's crazy. I was standing up going, what am I seeing here? Oh my gosh. And you start rooting for these guys.
Yeah.
So that was the coolest thing. So I'm thinking Curacao is going to knock them out.
Yeah. I mean,
I
like,
want to
watch...
say, but I think I'm going to go with Ivory Coast on this one.
Okay. All right.
We'll
You're
see.
going to be the realist.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, what if Curacao plays a low block and they just play counter low block?
But
They haven't.
Ivory Coast does pretty much the same.
Oh, they
though.
split you.
Yeah.
They are notorious for it. So I'm going to think, because they pose some serious problems for the top teams, I don't think they're going to play low block. Last game of the match, they are all going to play. They're going to come out. So let's see what the tactic is. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for that one. That's going to be an exciting match. Germany, Ivory Coast, right? So now we're talking Ivory Coast. Germans came out. They held the lead. Ivory Coast held the lead against Germany 1-0.
Yeah.
And Germany actually had to come out and try Fofana. Fofana was the keeper. Oh my God. Germany could not put anything in the net. Fofana was a wall again. And Germany kept trying to split the defense every which way, and they could not get there. So that was a really tough match. They barely lost to Germany 2-1.
I saw the Germany's comeback was pretty cool,
It was.
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's
That
Germany.
last goal, he split the defense.
At that point, I think the coach just made the adjustments and
Yeah.
said, okay, enough of this. And they went ahead and took them down. Japan, Tunisia. Was that really a surprise?
No.
I mean, 4-0, just a shellacking, no
There's
big
some
deal.
good gameplay there though, because Japan surprised me with some of those assists.
Wow, can they put the ball in there, right?
I saw it, plays it right to him, and then chips it over with his heels.
Yes.
It was coolest thing I've ever seen.
It was really cool to watch. The coolest part about that match, the Japanese people stayed after the match to help clean up the stadium bleachers. So, as always, thank you. Great to see all these cultures come in. So that
Yeah.
was Saturday. Sunday, Spain, Saudi. What did you see there?
Spain was just they weren't gonna let that first match, like they were gonna show, hey, we're actually here. We're not just like, just playing. We're gonna like go at them,
So, did they finally show up? La Furia Roja?
They did.
They did?
They did. Saudi didn't have a response.
No.
They didn't.
They brought in their starters,
Yep.
right? So, Lamine Yamal right off the bat.
Oh yeah, he responded directly to Saudi. After, they had already called him out prior to that after the first match.
Yep.
He responded in good fashion.
And then Oyarzabal becomes his left hand really.
Pretty much.
Starts punching that ball in.
Two
Almost-
goals, gets a
almost
brace there.
hat-trick.
And of course, the always awesome Cucurella comes in all the way from the back for a beautiful volley, bounces off the keeper,
Yeah.
bounces off a defender, and goes in goal. You can't ask for better.
Basically like a pinball. Just
Like a
bing, bing.
pinball. He just pinballed that ball in. It was fantastic. So, good stuff there. Belgium, Iran. What did you see there?
Belgium was attacking like crazy, and they could not put the ball even in the box. Like they were trying their hardest, and then even after Belgium got that red card, since Iran, I think they were just playing purely defense counter. They didn't have a strategy for attack, so whenever they were like, "Oh, we have the ball," they would just like stand there, like, "What do we do?" And then attack. So, but it was a pretty interesting match to watch. I was kind of surprised that the Iran's goalkeeper he did like all those saves were incredible, dude. Like it was like he was like, "Oh, we can't get knocked out. I gotta lock in."
That's where they are, right?
Yeah.
Second match, you're trying to keep yourself in the points, so you're pushing forward. New calls here, right? So this is where I was, where I focus on what the refs are doing. Minute 67, red card for Ngoy for Belgium.
Oh yeah.
Simple play, right? He receives at the line, literally at the halfway line, and decides to pass back, but fumbles it. So the ball doesn't go very far, maybe about 5-6 feet.
Yeah.
And now he's got an attacker running right past him trying to get to it. He grabbed the jersey right there, grabbed the jersey, and then let it go. And you can see when the sweat snaps off of it.
Yeah.
The runner figures out, hey, there's no one here. Oh, he takes the dive. But legit, a foul like that went into a straight red card. Good or bad call?
I think it was good because there was nobody else to defend. I feel like the rule we previously discussed, if he had that, like if he was gonna get to the box, if he didn't pull him back, he had that like upper hand on the defender. He was going, he had the momentum, and the defender pulled him back. So I thought it was a red card.
What did you think on that one?
I had pretty mixed thoughts on it. I feel like if I'm the ref in that position, I'm watching it, it feels like he would have just tried to sell the dive on that a little too much. I don't know if I would have given that.
True.
And what I was trying to figure out is, he gave the red card for that, but what about the other foul that happened in that match? The one where he stepped on his calf.
Yes. Okay. So on that call, right, Ngoy gets the red card there. By the book, legit call, right? You can make the case that yes, the ball was still playable. 1, 2. It was going in the direction of goal. Was he going to score a goal? We don't know. There's plenty of space and opportunity. Could he have built up play with another player? There was nobody back there.
Okay.
Last defender. So I think as strict as you get, that's a red. As strict as you get, that's a red. Following then, what we're talking about is a lot of the folks, and I put this on my Instagram, a lot of people said no. So I had 67% no red card, 30% saying yes. And strict, by the book, guys, that's a red card for a dog. So it depends on what you want to do as a referee. Good call on that. If you want a little bit of controversy, and you can sell it, you can say, no red, give the yellow, get the free kick from there.
Yeah.
They might argue it, but you can always say, no, it was more of a build-up than anything else, and just leave it at that. So it would work.
What would you have called it, Coach?
I don't know, actually. I think, based on what I saw, I probably would have had to give that straight red, but it's one of those tough ones that you go, yeah, everything's there. Oh, man, this is going to stink. But they didn't argue. Not
they
one
didn't.
person argued. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he just
Which,
walked off.
so legit call, tough call to make, but a good one.
Yeah.
Later, Trossard, so Belgian player was playing with the ball,
Yeah.
and he ends up trying to dribble, and as he's dribbling, he stops, and the Iranian player comes behind, puts his foot on his calf. Then when the player takes off, he basically yanks the sock off him, just rips through and scratches his calf. No booking on that one. It was a foul.
See, and that's what I couldn't understand, because if you're going to give a red for that dog show, which was kind of dramatic, how are you not going to at least give a card for that?
So on that one, I would have said at the very least a yellow card. Now,
Yeah.
if you show the picture to anybody and shows the guy on the floor, then you show the calf with the scrapes and the big hole in the sock. I've had a couple of people say, well, that was a straight red, little extra violence,
No.
too much pressure. But in the play, in the actual play, he never goes directly for the leg. He's trying to get to the ball. The guy jukes him enough,
Yeah.
and then stutter steps, stretches the leg back to where he's in his way as he brings the foot down. If you're a dribbler, right, and you're trying to get through with the ball, chances are if somebody's pressing me that hard, I'm going to try and draw some kind of foul,
Yeah.
right? So kudos for this guy. He did a great job. It looks dramatic. It got the sock, yanked it off, and scratched his leg.
Yeah.
But I think yellow. I would have called
Okay.
yellow on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Strong yellow. And by strong yellow, because I've had some people argue back, what's a strong yellow versus regular yellow? It's walking up to him like, hey, you're on your last legs, man. I almost gave you a red on that one. I need you to tone it down. I love your enthusiasm, young man, but knock it off. Kind of like that. And so it comes with a warning. The initial call, if it's just a regular foul, you might just say, well, you know what? Let me just make a quick, hey, bring it down. Bring it
Yeah.
down, right? Which is totally legit. You're just trying to get him to play a little bit, ease up on this guy.
Yeah.
But once it goes to that, you give the yellow with an explanation of, hey, I see what you're doing here, but easy, man, because you're right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's
interesting one,
Yeah.
right? But no booking whatsoever for the foul makes it interesting for us as referees because what are we actually calling?
Well, I mean, the refs have been kind of inconsistent in this tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had refs that are either really, really good or refs that are like really, really questionable or really bad.
Some interesting stuff. So this brings us all the way back around. Should Leo Messi have gotten a red card? Are we there yet? It's still an argument.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying because Leo Messi did not get a red card, a lot of these fouls cannot be called. Because Leo Messi did not get a red card, they cannot call anything else in the match, which is no.
Yeah.
Because if the three of us are referees, I call it one way, he calls it another, he calls it another. Same team going through the tournament is going to have three different levels or differences in some of the ways that the
Yeah.
gameplay goes or is allowed. And that's, what changes things.
It's the way the refs interpret the rules, which isn't the same for every ref.
Rules.
The rules.
The rules.
The laws.
The
The law. The
laws.
laws.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh.
There's
Uh,
technically
yeah.
no
The
laws.
rules
It's the
to
way
the game.
they
rules.
Well, look, the way they interpret the laws. Then
We interpret the laws of the game, as we've said here before. There are no rules in soccer. Soccer,
It's just-
which we figured out why.
It's funny when you think about that. Every other sport has rules.
Rules.
We have laws.
We have laws. open for interpretation, right?
Yeah.
And so the experience changes.
Mm-hmm.
The consistency is generally the same, like everybody has basically the same calls.
Yeah.
But then you can have a tweak or more where somebody goes, well, I don't believe that part. And that changes the whole game for some people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It makes a difference. So, great stuff there. I thought that was really interesting. New Zealand versus Egypt.
New Zealand put up a good fight in the first half.
And then Egypt kind of.
And then
Yeah,
Egypt
they
just kind of went, really? No.
Yeah.
They kind of
Egypt
fell
smacked them
apart after
around.
the first goal. They were like, okay, they scored one, we can come back. We saw them fall apart more and more after the game
Oh,
went
Egypt
on.
took them apart
Like
completely.
that second half for New Zealand was not the best. Like,
Yeah.
So, New Zealand's got nothing. They had nothing. They got lucky with that
I
one
see
goal.
New Zealand honestly get knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I see
yeah.
New Zealand leaving
Oh, me
very
too.
soon. Uruguay, Cabo Verde. Oh, my Lord. Go,
That was
lead us off on that. What do you see?
Dude, the first thing I want to mention is that the second goal from Cabo Verde, the way the guy he got the ball, even when the keeper was out, he's like, "Hey, there's nobody there. Let me take advantage of that." And I will say it was kind of dumb from for the keeper to come that far out when there's an attacker with a chance at the ball. But that second goal from Cabo Verde was just amazing. That was like
Yeah,
I was
that-
like
that was
going
the
crazy.
free kick, right?
No,
No.
the second goal. So what happened was the Uruguay keeper came out to get the ball,
Yeah.
but the player from Cabo Verde got to it first and took a little touch and then shot it at the goal because there was nobody there.
Oh
They were
wow.
just- yeah.
So,
It was a throw-in. It was a
Okay.
throw-in from Uruguay.
so they made a
So
mistake.
they,
on that.
he
made
threw
it-
back towards his center
Yeah.
back. But somewhere along the way, I don't know what he did. He lobbed or slowed it down. It was just kind of weird.
Okay.
And gave enough time for the attacker to step in. At that point, the keeper made a decision, said, no, I got to be there to block this.
Yeah.
So he stepped out of the box.
Oh wow.
So he came at him. All the player really had to do was bounce the ball forward
Yeah.
over the keeper.
Mm-hmm.
And before the attacker could get there, he just bangs in the goal.
That's
Dang.
exactly what he did
So
too.
they equalized, and that was really cool to
That
do that.
was-
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, my mind was blown when I saw that.
so again, they're looking at Cabo Verde once again becoming spoilers, and it was really cool. Luis Suarez was in the box going,
Oh my God.
"What is going on?" He was leaning on the wall, had his face on the window.
Which I want to make something to light. If you actually look at it, Luis Suarez starts with his Uruguay jersey, and then when they cut the camera back to him, he's wearing like a button-down shirt.
He was. That was true.
I'm sure that was a rough watch for him.
That was really so. That was a battle because Uruguay has been one of the strongest teams in the World Cup for years.
Yeah.
And always one of the stronger teams in the world. To watch them be taken apart by a team like Cabo Verde or a small territory. Again, these are not players that don't have a background. Most of these guys play French.
Yeah.
And they play Premier. They are solid players.
And see, I want to reiterate something I said the last time. It's unpredictable. You don't know who's going to win anymore.
Yeah.
We thought we knew the winners before the tournament started. Now we don't know at all anymore.
It's
don't-
crazy, right?
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So once you get into the bracket like yesterday, now we'll go up to Monday, right? All the stars are there, and Argentina shows up, right? Leo Messi again, and what'd you see there?
He missed the penalty, which I was kind of surprised. But he has his reasons. Maybe he was just trying to be nice in the beginning. But he came back and scored, especially that second goal through the defender's legs, right next to the other defender's right leg, and past that was mind blowing, dude. I was
feel
like
like-
jumping up and down.
So what'd you see for the game?
I mean, overall, it was a pretty good match. I thought Argentina looked a little sluggish at first.
Thank you.
I mean,
Was it me or was Leo Messi in slow motion?
he looked like he was a little slow there.
The whole team was off.
Yeah.
Leo was not making the pass connections. He was not able to flick the way he normally does. That reverse flick of his
Yeah.
was not on point a couple of times. And every time he got the ball, what would happen?
I mean, he had to either cut back and find a new way through, or just kind of pass.
Because he
it
had a
back.
4-man bodyguard team of red all over him. They
Yeah.
bounced him around. They made him uncomfortable. Did not allow him.
They made
to
sure
go.
he was safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made sure he was safe. They wouldn't allow him to touch the ball. So Leo Messi was nowhere near his best performance.
That first goal, though.
The PK, so simple, right? It was almost like he took it for granted, set it up, and went, "Okay, I got this," and it just goes wide. You go, "Oh."
Yeah.
Dude,
And-
I was like, hey, Messi's gonna take a penalty. Like, I brought my entire family into the room. Let's watch this. and then he missed. We were all like, what?
Yeah, I love the way they set up that first goal though. It comes from Leo. He starts in that middle, kind of makes his way along, sends that pass wide as he usually does, and then I don't know who it was. We'll say Julian for the sake of it.
Okay.
And I don't know who it was. He sees him, checks his shoulder, sees Leo behind, fakes the shot like he's gonna go, and Leo gets his trademark shot into that bottom corner.
Yes.
I
Yes.
loved the way that played out.
Yeah.
Second goal was fantastic because Leo
yeah.
had a whole breakaway. So, and here again, we're getting into what you saw, right?
Yeah.
There's 6 minutes added to the game, or 5 minutes. And then at the end of that time, there's a foul. Leo Messi's far out by himself. They get a foul, free
Yeah.
kick opportunity. Then they play back again one more time, and they play out once again. He's out there with the defender, can't beat the defender. Like, there's no way. He's looking at it, trying it. He's one-on-one, cuts back, makes the pass straight across.
Yeah.
Right? All the way across, goes all the way in. All he's got to do is,
It should have been Julian's goal. I mean,
right? That's Julian.
Leo set it up. He's like, here,
Just take it.
just score it. And then he basically dribbled into the keeper.
Why would he do that? Is it? I've seen a lot of that like
No one
similarities.
does.
Like nobody's going for the shot. Like I've noticed across
Julian
every
is
game.
supposed to be this world-class player. He's one-on-one. All he had to do, he could have even just taken it past the keeper.
Right, exactly. He could have put it there. So, yeah, everyone looks tired. Argentina was moving sluggish and slow. Messi looks really tired. Now we're digging into the recovery that we talked about.
Yeah.
Right. What is he doing or not doing, and what effect is it having? It was interesting. Now, but again, he was physically harassed the entire game.
Yeah.
And that led to a very different Messi, but it's still Leo Messi. He's still going to find a way around you. He still looks for those angles and those low shots, and he knows where to find the gaps.
Yep.
It seemed like he couldn't see them at first. That's what it looked like. Like he could not see the gaps correctly until finally towards the end he was like, okay, I got this.
And see, I think that's where the tournament, like the physical part of it, really comes into play.
Right.
Because when you actually look at it, this tournament, it's hard on the players, like both physically and mentally. I mean,
Yeah.
we're only on the second match day, but they're going back to back. They're only getting week long.
So it's interesting where that's coming from, right? With that. So great stuff. Again, Leo Messi shows up. He's got 2 goals. He's got world record scoring stuff.
Yeah.
Or World Cup record.
Yeah, he broke the record.
France, Iraq. No surprise there.
Yeah.
3-0. There was a delay, though. Big thunderstorm.
Yep.
Halftime. And they had to stop. Then they finally came back, and France finishes it off. So Mbappe shows up again. And that guy is dangerous from wherever he hits. He's something.
Yeah.
That shot, that banger
false
of a
nine
cannon.
position suits him really well.
Yes, it does.
So my question is, so you know how Leo Messi broke the record for most individual World Cup goals, right? Do you think Mbappe is going to catch up to him this time?
I mean, it is likely that Mbappe is going to break the record.
Yeah.
Because if it's not this tournament, it's going to be the next. Because this is for sure Leo's last. Mbappe still has one more, one
Oh,
or
yeah.
two more.
1 or 2 more, at least.
He's
So,
going to break that and hold it.
We'll get it there.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to watch this race. But again, Leo got there first, greatest player ever.
Yeah.
Now we let the rest of them set the new standard, which is fantastic. But the thing to watch is they're all scoring.
Oh, yeah.
You've got everybody putting away goals, which is fantastic. The superstars are showing up. So Norway, Senegal, Holland, feed the giant. All right,
Yeah.
they took the lead early. They held on to it. Then they came back.
That was a nice goal by Holland, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
Senegal equalized, and so now it's 1-1, and then
Yeah.
Holland comes in and goes 1, 2 more.
Boom.
They get one back in the 90-something minute. Nothing happens
Yeah.
there. And Holland and the Viking crew are doing their traditional row, which is fantastic to watch.
Roo.
The root.
It's so what I've noticed as I've been watching Holland play, he's so much bigger than everyone else on the opposing team. It's just, I mean, if I was also the defending players, I'd be like, oh my god, what is happening? Why? Like, I'd be terrified of him like running at me at full speed.
And I think that's what makes him such a clinical striker, like a pure 9, is because he uses that height and his athleticism to his advantage.
So
really
that's what
well.
people don't seem to expect from him.
Yeah.
Because usually the tall players are
They're
not
supposed
going to be that
slow,
athletic.
kind of
But he is ridiculous. So
he is
a
a
phenomenal
rocket.
athlete. Yeah, a world-class athlete right there.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's how it's shaping up. The last match yesterday was Algeria-Jordan. Algeria takes it 2-1.
Yeah.
They're still trying. They're still pushing. But there's already teams eliminated. Mathematically, Haiti's out.
Yeah, Haiti's
right?
out.
So Haiti's going to be out. So we got
Turkey.
Tunisia
Tunisia.
Tunisia
and
and
Turkey.
Turkey.
gone.
Wow.
No one expected Turkey to be out already.
Yeah.
That was a huge upset.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they went in with such a good squad. They were favorites to at least make it out of their group, and then
Yes.
nothing.
Yes.
Wasn't Turkey also a dark horse?
No,
not
they were
really.
actually one of the powers.
Yeah.
Kind of like Portugal. If Portugal doesn't show up again today, it's one of those teams that we were saying they can go through. Turkey's
Yeah.
a powerhouse.
If anything,
Belgium's
Sweden.
a powerhouse, top 10 world ranked team,
Yeah.
and they can't pull off much of anything.
Mhm.
Yeah, these are powerhouse teams.
If you actually
Because-
look at it, can we really call Belgium a powerhouse though? Because if you look at what they have now, are they really all that?
You know what? They got big shiny guns, but I don't think they can use them.
Yeah.
That's what it
That's
is.
what I see.
It's just they're. I don't know. Belgium felt a little off when I saw them play last time. Last match they played, they look a little off.
Yeah.
I saw them as solid, but again, just they're not there. They're not there.
I mean, that's from a player's perspective. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't see it.
Right, exactly. From a player's perspective or coach perspective, I was like, where are you guys? And then again, you go to a different match, like say Argentina.
Yeah.
That's where I went. These guys are sluggish.
Yeah.
That was totally different. Two totally different things there. So it's interesting how everybody sees what they got there.
Oh yeah.
So the numbers are out, right? Haiti was the first one. They lost to third place Scotland, so they're gone. You've got Turkey, lost to Australia, Paraguay, so they're out. Tunisia lost to Sweden. Okay.
Realistically, if anyone had 0 points by that match day 2 and they didn't win it, they're done.
They're done. But then on the other side, you got powerhouse teams. So Mexico, they're already through.
Yeah.
Mathematically, they're in. U.S. is through. Germany, through. They're just waiting for the opponents.
Argentina, Norway,
So-
France.
Yep.
France is already through.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting once we get into that. And to the point then, where we're discussing match sharpness, where do you think they're failing in the recovery issues or what is it? I know Iran is having trouble with the travel schedule. But the way the coach put it was, it doesn't matter what they do to us. We're going to show up at every match and put up a game.
And
And-
see, I know what he's trying to imply, but I know that's taking a lot out of the players. I know that can't be easy because if they're traveling by, say, plane, that's got to be harsh on them. That can't be easy.
Yeah, they're missing the recovery.
Yeah, they looked very jet lagged. Like the one they're just off in general. Especially that first match, they were just missing passes entirely.
Yeah.
So it's really taking a toll on the players having to go back and forth like this because they're not being able to recover, right?
So it's interesting, right? 1 to 3 days post-match, you're looking at neuromuscular recovery. That's about 48 to 72 hours. So you're resting. You're trying to heal muscle damage. You got to remain sharp for that match.
Yeah.
Right? 4 to 7 days later, peak muscle soreness, everything starts hitting them. And they're already like, you're feeling refreshed, but you're stiff and tight. And that becomes a problem because now you need to get that, match sharpness back on. 2-3 quality sessions of quick, fast action, and you're back. You're back. So think with the gaps that they're going to have in the games coming up, a lot of these teams will get the recovery. But I think it's interesting. Mentally, a lot of the teams seem shut down.
Yeah.
Just match 2. Match 3 is about to start. And I think a lot of them are relaxing now like, oh, good God, finally we get the third B squad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the main problem with it, though, for a lot of these teams is those teams that are mentally shutting down now, especially when they still need 3 points just to go through, and even if it's against the B squad, that's all it takes is for you to be clocked out and they're clocked in.
And so those teams that are already qualified, to say Mexico, U.S., all that, the stress level is down. Their mental acuity is going to sharpen up. They're going to be tough to beat in
Yeah.
the next match. They're going to come refreshed. Based on this, if you're a team that's dragging it all the way out to the end, and then you got to play,
Yeah,
that's going to get tough.
that's rough.
So
Like when you look at teams like Morocco or Croatia.
yeah. So so big call. Is Memo Ochoa? Is this the question of the day, right? Is Memo Ochoa going to start or play? Let's just say start. Is he going to start with Mexico in their final match? Your thoughts?
I think he should. You know how we were saying earlier how if Mexico advances, he should be at least put in for even like if it's the second half or first half. If he plays for 45 minutes to give him that proper send off because he's not going to be coming back after this, you know.
True.
I think he should start.
All right.
I
What do you
think.
of
Yeah, I
it?
think so. I mean, they're already through. They have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
All right.
Even if they lose, nothing's gonna change.
A lot of influencers and web creators out there cannot get this through their head. So in their mind, they're going, he shouldn't because Tala should get the nod. That's the keeper right now. He should keep game confidence all the way through. The coach should say, "You're my guy." Period. End of story.
Okay.
Memo doesn't come into play with it.
All right.
That's one way to look at it. Two, you keep the man sharp. You keep Atala sharp and ready to play again.
Then play both.
But you don't need him. Beyond this match, Memo Ochoa doesn't play. That's it. He's benched. He's done.
If you look at it that way, though, then what's the point of bringing Memo at all to the
In case
tournament?
Tala got injured, which he's not injured.
Yeah.
So that's one side, and I get those arguments from there. From the other side, this is Mexico City he's playing in, and it's his last, most likely. We don't know. We'll see in 4 years.
Yeah.
His last World Cup, and he should, and this is the emotional, sentimental side. He should get the send off, and just be able to retire.
Yeah.
With that.
I agree.
The match doesn't matter. They could lose this match and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico's through. All these scores do not matter at all to the teams that are qualifying. So that's where you are.
Way that I see it, I mean, like I said, they have nothing to lose. Way I see it, you play Ochoa, say first 45, or even the last 45, and you play the other guy for the other half. That's
Yeah.
it.
So
Because, okay, you can argue, oh, keep his game confidence, keep this. Okay, then you still play him, but you give Memo the send off at the same time.
all right, I can deal with
That
that.
seems fair to both.
All
Yeah,
right,
it does.
so fair, unfair, emotional, not emotional, tactical, non-tactical. What's your call? I'll put it up on my Instagram. Let's look at that question. Will Memo Ochoa start with Mexico or play with Mexico? That'll be our big question of the day. Don't forget to answer that. Oh, when I asked about the red card, and I think I answered the Instagram poll, 67% of you were saying no red card, and only 30% of you said red card. So, coach perspective, strict by the laws of the game, we said yes, red card.
Yeah.
It can easily be translated into just a yellow and a foul. Okay, it can. And you can sell that, but again, quality deteriorates at that. What did you see?
Yeah.
What are you comfortable calling? And that's where experience comes in with some of these referees. So, all right, guys, all we got for today. Stay tuned. Saturday, I've got a couple of special guests coming in. We're going to have some good times and some really good conversation. Look forward to seeing you guys next time here on Coach Unfiltered. Thank you very much for Mr. Danny, Mr. Ryan. Thank you. And as always, right, you ready? Let's go. See ya. So that's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I've seen both things come in on the internet.